June in the UK was a record breaker for temperatures, hitting 37.7 degrees in Norfolk. Ironically, that was bang in the middle of London Climate Action Week, and the extreme heat caused train cancellations which actually prevented members of the Sustainable Future team attending the events in person. Crucially, this heatwave is not an isolated anomaly, but has actually been made more intense and more likely by human-induced climate change. Here are the hard facts around emissions and climate change. Since 1992 and the first Earth Summit, when controlling carbon dioxide emissions was first declared a priority, carbon dioxide concentrations in the atmosphere have risen 20%. This has been sufficient to lift global temperatures by 1.2 degrees C. And the rate at which we are putting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere has increased from 22 gigatons a year to 40 gigatons per annum. Using a bathtub analogy, we've all agreed we want less water in the bath, but we have kept opening the taps wider. These trends are not encouraging. Our societies depend on plentiful energy, yet sourcing this energy through burning fossil fuels is causing a hotter and more volatile climate. Is the challenge insurmountable? Well, we actually believe not. There is a quiet revolution happening that is transforming energy systems across the world. Solar and wind-generated electricity, alongside batteries, offer the solution to decarbonize our economies in the next few decades. Importantly, this can happen while maintaining and growing our economies and the essential services that they provide. In that same sweltering week last month, I was in the city of Munich and I attended the Intersolar Messe. This is Europe's largest solar and battery trade fair. And the scale was absolutely vast, 100,000 meters squared of photovoltaic panels, inverters, batteries, and control systems. Solar power is big business. Last year, $2 trillion worth of solar capacity was installed, and the cost of panels themselves has fallen by 98% in the last 20 years, following a massive scale-up in production from China, alongside ever-improving cell efficiencies. So with investment in solar, wind, batteries, and grid infrastructure, we can produce affordable, reliable, and plentiful electricity without burning. And this is the essential first step in bringing that 40 gigatons per annum down. In fact, 40% of our emissions is directly from electricity generation. But clean, affordable, and secure electricity is actually what unlocks the decarbonization of the other sectors. It allows the electrification of transport and allows industry to switch their heating and cooling away from gas and to electricity. It can feel like an impossible challenge when you look at where we are, but the signs are there that we are turning a corner. China, for instance, has for years been the center of emissions growth, but now they have been flat for nearly 2 years. In fact, per capita emissions in the UK are half what they were in 1992. Change happens in a non-linear way, especially when there is a solution that is just cheaper, better, and faster to deploy. On the Sustainable Future Funds, we have a long history in investing in companies helping to accelerate this transition to a lower carbon economy. We're invested in a range of companies like Siemens, Vestas, Exelon, and National Grid that will see strong growth as we decarbonize. Our energy systems are in the midst of a dramatic and also necessary transition. It's too late to prevent some warming, but the faster we invest in this change, the more likely it is that we leave future generations a planet with both a manageable climate and a strong economy.